Welcome my friends back to Marvel Snap. The devs are hitting us with a new featured location. The throne room is crowning kings of Wakanda left and right. I love this featured location. It is still allowing for a wide variety of deck types to excel, but there are certainly some that will gain greater advantages than others. Today we're going to be breaking down two of my favorite lists to get you guys started, grabbing as much advantage as possible out of the throne room, and then we're also going to look at a exclusively Pool 2 list that will do excellent as well. Very budget friendly. If you are early on in Pool 3, it's going to help you out. First up, and still smarting from the slap on the wrist that the devs gave to Destroyer, knocking him down from a 16 strength to the 15 strength, is our Electro Ramp deck. I am actually starting to love this deck even more than the ongoing Destroyer variant, which is just running the meta everywhere. This version is able to throw in that surprise factor to opponents, hitting them with the Professor X a turn before maybe they are able to anticipate it. Everybody has seen the ongoing Destroyer so much that they assume that you're following that line of play, and then being able to bring in these 5 costs a turn early throws them off guard. That surprise factor can give you what you need to be able to win, and then we love being able to play Destroyer on turn 5 and then potentially destroy the Electro, opening us up for a turn 6 without any of the chaining of playing a single card. I just love how this deck comes together, and the really crucial piece here as to why I am liking it so much for this location is that we're able to fit in the Shang Chi. The pivotal pieces for playing around Throne Room is being able to have an enormous body yourself to be able to grab the benefit, and then having a Shang Chi to be able to punish the opponent for playing into it as well. If you have these two things, then you're just looking for a way to be able to lock down another location to be able to secure the win. Professor X doing that beautifully in the situation of this deck. Diving in to be able to showcase how the deck plays out, we can line in with the Hood, begin developing this, set up the Demon in our hand, Armor, Daredevil. We'd love to play the Daredevil so we get the read on how to play Professor X. Shuri's Lab making an appearance. It's a spicy one. I'll take the doubling though. Are we going to get both Shuri's Lab and Throne Room? I sure hope so. The Calling Wing is buffed now. It's a very similar playstyle to both of these locations. Shuri's Lab doubling the power of all cards versus Throne Room doubling only the power of the most powerful card. And we got it. Insane. Let's go with our Psylocke. 2 doubled? 2 be doubled? And then the Demon. I like playing the Demon to Throne Room early here. Going to be able to bump up to 12, then we can slide across with the Professor X, lock that location down a turn earlier than the opponent would ever expect it. And we still have the Shang Chi to be able to deal with anything crazy happening at Shuri's Lab. Oh, alright. This one is a gamble. Their Daredevil normally makes it less of a gamble, but we're playing it early. So I am believing in the surprise factor. What does the opponent have on turn 4? It would be a Hell Cow. Hell Cow would match. What? Heimdall. Heimdall? The opponent playing some serious mind games here with that the hidden Heimdall. Do you have a way to be able to resurrect him? I have to think that you do if you are playing the Lady Sif. You're going to play a Ghost Rider or are you going to play Hela? You're running Swarm, so it tells me he's probably not Hela. Vision. And you flip first? Oh. I want to play the Shang Chi. Oh, very bad. It would kill the Vision outright. But then the opponent can just play... Hang on. Yes. It's pretty great, actually. I kill him. And then I expect him to play Apocalypse. And my leader will copy the Apocalypse. Or whatever other large card he's playing. So the Shang-Chi's coming in early, but if we delayed, then the opponent would have a chance of moving the Vision over and still maintaining all of that power. So now it's leader to copy whatever they play. And they flip first, so I will get the buff. And no, it will not double again, but I will be getting the buff. It's very important because leader doesn't always do that. It's just a swarm. Just a swarm. Oh no. Okay, I don't know what actually came over me there to think that just playing from behind that pulling their one card was going to somehow help, because obviously I would have just stayed behind, but then the arrow was the only thing that could have saved me by pulling the opponent's card and then killing it at Fisk Tower. What a game. But I do love the tools of the Professor X the Demon, winning the throne room, and then we have all the tools with the Shang Chi. It's just a matter of when you choose to deploy them at the opportune moment there to be able to snag the win. Jumping into our next game, Sunspot Armor Hood. I do like developing Hood first. Play him down. They've got the Deadpool. Oh. No, unfortunately they do flip first. They have a chance to kill him right here. But if they don't kill him right here, I'm gonna be regretting a lot of life choices. Oh, it's the Bucky and we snap. Hard count. There it is. I don't think that was a fair send-off for the deck. Now, Self-Destruction is an excellent archetype to bring in with the Throne Room, especially because you have a number of pieces that it likes to employ that do very well around the Throne Room, namely Venom. Venom is going to be able to consume a card. If you already had a card getting doubled, he will maintain that card's power and then double himself yet again, in this consolidation of strength is going to be very hard for the opponent to overcome. We do have the Electro here. I think it's armor to the throne room? Is that crazy? I'm gonna play the Electro next alongside Hood. Then I play Leech. Then I play Destroyer to get rid of Electro and the Hood. And then we work out how we win either Strange Academy or some other lane. Yes, this is good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and snap. The whole game plan is paved out until, alright, just hitting the demon. That's fine. That was the one that it was okay. If it had hit Electro, it would have been very sad. Leech, also very sad. Mer Island. Well, yeah, I mean, it's unlikely that we are going to be able to win Mer Island against stacking buffs on the opponent's side, and the fact that they're going to have the flexibility of moving the Nightcrawler is going to be problematic. We could play the Destroyer ourselves to Mer Island. And now we could also just play Professor X. I think this is locked up. Are they going to play to Mer Island, or are you going to play Strange Captain? Ah, Wong. Fun, very fun. Do you have Panther? If you have Panther, I am in trouble. But I also do have Leech to maybe answer that. Are we worried about Panther? That's the only thing that gets us. In which case, we flip first? Yeah, we'll just play Cosmo. I'm not gonna have any of this. Whatever it is, don't do it. White Tiger? No, don't want to see it. Oh, we have all the control. Every little bit. They have to know Destroyer is coming. This is where you retreat. Mayhem, this is the part where you retreat. Don't lose the cubes. Unless they legitimately have... What would it be? They are ahead at Throne Room right now. They're getting the doubling effect of the Nightcrawler. We're going to take that doubling effect away, give it to the Destroyer, who's going to be a 30-point card, 36 strength total. They have no way to influence Strange Academy unless they were playing something psycho like a Claw. And there it is, there it is. Excellent showcase for the deck. The second deck I want to recommend is a channel standby but revamped to be particularly effective at the Throne Room. This is called Carnage Control. It's also using some of the newly nerfed cards in Angela and Mysterio. It's going to be interesting to see how well we can hold up to the opponents in our showcase here, because the goal of the deck is to be able to make a lot of tempo plays, which Angela and Mysterio were feeding into. We have all the control pieces we could possibly want with both the Shang Chi and the Enchantress. And then the big finisher is revolving all around Red Skull. We can play Red Skull to buff the opponent's side their cards and then kill those cards with the Shang Chi. We can play the Enchantress to be able to get rid of his detrimental ability, or we can play the Zero to be able to nullify that detrimental ability, and thus being able to play the 5 strength 15 with no penalty is the golden scenario. That is just so efficient. It's hard for the opponent to be able to match. We have the magic to extend the game, help us find our combos. The crucial adaptation for Throne Room is the Taskmaster. If we play Red Skull to the Throne Room on tempo, he's effectively guaranteed to be the largest card there. That means he's going to be a 30 strength card. Taskmaster will copy his buffed state. We could play then Taskmaster to the Throne Room, which would then double again to 60, or much more likely we just play Taskmaster to another location and he holds that lane with 30 strength. It's a beautiful synergy with the location. Taskmaster also very good in full self-destruction lists. The reason that I'm not placing a full self-destruction list as my top recommendation is because Shang Chi and Cosmo and Armor, which are so prevalent right now, so heavily counter those lists, and they don't counter this list nearly as much. Tackling our showcase here, we've got the Red Skull, we've got the Zero, exactly what we want to see early. You don't play Zero early. Build Zero to combo exclusively with the Red Skull. If you have to offload the Zero, you can play him on the final turn for a little burst of strength. You can also play him in conjunction with the Demon, where you don't care if that card is nullified. Are we about to play Carnage for nothing? Just for 2-point tempo? Well, it's happened. It has just happened. But we have the Throne Room, it's beautiful. The Zero into the Red Skull into the Taskmaster is exactly what we want to see. In the meantime, we just twiddle around, try and distract the opponent from our true game plan. Would they still be able to counter it with the Shang-Chi? Yes. Yes, they could. There's a solid argument to wanting to play something like a protection card, either Cosmo or Armor, probably in place of Angela. Newly nerfed Angela is likely the piece that's on the chopping block, I'm sorry to say. She's still very good. 2-6 stat line if you fill up her location. There's our Shang-Chi. Yeah, we have everything that we like. I think it's just going to be Zero. Yeah, normally playing Rescue into this whole stack is great, but the potential offered here of Zero Red Skull Taskmaster, specifically with the Throne Room, is so high we alter our game plan and we snap. Opponent playing Collector, Agent 13, and then the Cosmo. Okay. That shuffle helped us so much. Because now I can nullify the Red Skull and still be able to play the Taskmaster in the other iteration. Well, I still would have been able to play Taskmaster actually to the left lane. Never mind. We were in the clear either way. And now the Cosmo is actually going to protect the Taskmaster. Devil Dinosaur flips. But Devil Dinosaur is not big enough. He's not big enough. Well, now he is. But now they're tied, but they're going to play a card. And I flip first. So as they play a card, the Devil Dino goes down, and then Taskmaster activates, gets the copy. They probably have cards that then replenish. This one's very close. It's very close, but I love how we were able to line up our game plan. They haven't copied the Devil Dinosaur. I need to be able to get into Fisk Tower. It's stupid not to be in there, but it looks like the opponent's going to be contesting us at Starlight Citadel, probably playing Moon Girl. Does Moon Girl win? With 6 cards in hand, Moon Girl does not win. They played Fisk Tower. It's a leader. Oh, man. For a moment there, they must have been feeling amazing getting the 30 strength Taskmaster, but then the Taskmaster does activate his on reveal from the leader, copying the Devil Dinosaur, which was not replenished to be able to hit 30. And even though if they had been able to get the extra single point on Devil Dinosaur, taking him to 15 to match Red Skull, they would have won, because the Cosmo and leader would put him over the top. Great game. Well, it feels good to be playing this list, and we just hold all the answers is what it feels like with Shang-Chi, Enchantress, getting to develop Bishop on turn 1. That feels like a snappable turn of events. Hellfire Club, play the Bishop, or the Mr. and it's too much. Okay, I really want to be able to put the deck through its paces. Angela. Been looking forward to testing out Angela. We'll play the Hood off on the side. Carnage might come up to be able to clean him away. That's the hope at least. We'll play Angela. She can be a 2/6 if we fill her location. Shuri's Lab. Shuri's Lab, very good for us. Very similar play. already covered this. Very similar playstyle to the throne room, just doubling the strength of all cards. Do I want Angela here? I feel like I might just play into Fisk Tower. We're playing so many zeros. Angela and then Mysterio not getting any benefit from the Shuri's Lab. They lose the Black Cat. And there's a throne room. Everything we could want. Everything we could ask for. Right here. Mysterio drops down. I'm going to play Demon to Shuri's Lab. We're going to hold off on throne room. In the offhand chance that we manage to find our Carnage. I want to be able to clear away the Hood if at all possible. Right now the Hood, the strongest card because he's the only card that's getting doubled at a -4. Now Mysterio's clone or illusion is taking that position. We have a magic to be able to turn something off. I don't have anything to be able to kill with the Shang Chi. I might just play, but I know that Shang Chi is going to have great value later. And I know that the zero is, I'm about to pass on turn 4. It's either I pass or I waste the Shang Chi because I'm not going to play, I could play 0. It would be denying the magic. It would be saying that we have the win prior to turn 7. Which honestly, going later up against a discard list, I don't know if that's intelligent. It would just open up so much. I'm going to wait. You could go either way. I think either way is solid. The opponent also waits. They're flipping first. Unfortunate for us, because I would love to be able to turn off Shuri's Lab prior to them getting in here. Throne room.
I am Iron Man.
This is where the Enchantress can shine. The deck, it has all the answers. Playing out our Limbo. So now, I can still just zero out the Red Skull. I feel like that makes the most sense. Buff the Angela here, play Mr. Red Skull. Grab the 30 points. What's the opponent planning? And why do they have Iron Man? Iron Man gets run in Hela lists. They just haven't been able to, it feels like they haven't been able to develop anything. Lady Sif. There goes Hela. Yeah. I feel like this is just matching what we played at first. 30-point Red Skull for you. Just a nice casual 30-point Red Skull for you. Then it is... we're going to go Bishop on the Angela. And then Enchantress to turn off the Iron Man. You could also Enchantress the Morbius. There's so many options. We were firmly in control. Rounding out our deck recommendations with an exclusively Pool 2 list, it's Destruction Dino. Having the Dino be able to carry the throne room is so powerful. If you want to be able to find upgrades for this list to supercharge it into Pool 3, what you're looking for is adding in Quinjet and Taskmaster. Those are the crucial cards. Otherwise, everything here is pretty well optimized. This one has been through the grinder as everybody was climbing through Pool 2 and has really settled in on this as the killer list. Vault opens up. Gonna lock down on turn 6 though. Sewer system shows. Let's get some of our carries established, like the Collector, playing to the Vault. Gonna be able to continue to generate power. Then they play the Angela, looking to be able to fill it up entirely. Interesting. Here's Shuri's Lab. So not the throne room, but still a very similar playstyle as we've said many times before now. Angela comes down. We have the Shang-Chi to be able to answer. Devil Dinosaur actually not very good at Shuri's Lab because he is doubling his base power and then has the ongoing on top of that. Okay, so this is the nuance. Devil Dinosaur actually not very good at Shuri's Lab. Devil Dinosaur is very good at the throne room because throne room is doubling the total power, whereas Shuri's Lab is doubling the base power. Is effectively how you can think about it. Filling in here, let's go with Moon Girl. I want to be able to have the 2 copies of Devil Dinosaur to play down, and just hope that that gives us our win. Angela, Morbius, Sunspot. It's a lot of power at the Vault. It really is. If I could top deck Agent 13, that would be incredible. That would be the best pull, because then you can play the Devil Dinosaur and still be able to bump them both up to the 17 with that 1-drop play. It would also buff the Collector. It would also put an additional buff on the Angela. Very nice to be able to have a 1-cost to combo with Devil Dinosaur on the final turn. Angela at -1, not able to stand up to the sewer system. We have double Bucky. If we draw Carnage, there's honestly an argument to playing Bucky Carnage, but that is taking a lot of power off of the Devil Dinosaur. We'll have to wait and see what the opponent establishes. They can get more power on the Sunspot and the Morbius as well. They're snapping. Feeling strong, hey? I feel like we've developed a solid board to be able to answer. I really want to see what they play on turn 5 here. Not feeling like we're necessarily at a disadvantage, just the Swarm. We carry things up to 23. Even some buffs on the Sunspot of the Morbius is not going to be enough for them there. They have the Dracula, though. It's going to be very large. They're probably going to play... What do? You play Chavez? Or do you just play discard pieces? I'm going to play here to the sewer system, because as I said, Devil Dinosaur not very strong at Trinity's Lab. If only it was Throne Room. If it was Throne Room instead of the lab, we'd be carrying it. 15 strength. They don't have a Apocalypse that's big enough. But instead, it would only be 18 strength. And then the opponent just playing Chavez to Shuri's Lab tops us. Not worth it. But the Devil Dinosaur hopefully matches the Dracula. It could still come down to just Dracula could pull the perfect card for them, be able to win the game. I've certainly been a beneficiary of that happening to me many times. But at the same time, I mean, Dracula, the joke is that Dracula always pulls the lowest power card in your hand, the highest power card in your opponent's hand. So will he demonstrate this for us today? His opponent is really puzzling it out. They took all their time on turn 5 to say, yes, I'm going to snap, and now what? The Devil Dinosaur play to the vault has you befuddled? I've laid down the exact, they retreated. I laid down the exact cards for them to what to expect. They're incredible. You know what I think it is? It's the infinite borders synced across our entire list that's projecting an air of authority for our deck. I do love it. I mean, they're so much better than before. They're so good, it might honestly make me go on the main account and change over from the gold that had been our standby. So here's Throne Room. It's exactly what we wanted. This list as well, we don't have protection for the Devil Dinosaur. There could be an argument for running armor or Cosmo. You could either drop, I mean, the Angela's potentially on the chopping block. You could also cut other elements of the self-destruction setup. You could cut Carnage, just run Nova Killmonger, kind of solo there. Cut the Bucky as well then, of course, to be able to run Armor and Cosmo together. Yes, it would be a solid choice. Jotunheim is going to wear us down. But this turn, we're fairly free. I think I just play Sentinel. Do I want to play Sentinel to Throne Room? I'll play to Throne Room. We're going to play our Rescue. Polaris, not pulling anything. Buffs Collector. It's going to be hard to be able to keep up at Jotunheim. Sure, we can buff the Collector, but also we're losing 2 every turn. They're only losing 1. Rescue is amazing here, though. So we'll play that. Sentinel Angela, also not bad, but the value on Rescue is so good. And we're in the arms race at the Throne Room. I love it. Okay. Devil Dino. Do you deploy? Then we can play Moon Girl plus Sentinel. It could surprise enough buffs on the Collector. And the opponent playing in. Arrow. Okay. Devil Dino gonna hang in there. Rescue. Hopping Jess Jones by just enough. We flip first. That means if they play Shang-Chi and kill Rescue and then I play Shang-Chi, I wouldn't be able to kill the Jess Jones because I'm flipping first in this situation. It could be... I think it is still the Moon Girl Sentinel. Play Sentinel off to the Danger Room. Hope that it doesn't get killed. just to add the little bit of extra power. If they play Shang Chi, oh, but we got him. We got him. The random creation off of the rescue. They had the arrow to pull away the Devil Dinosaur. Devil Dino would have been able to hold the throne room very comfortably, and it all just comes together. We had the Shang Chi, but they were not able to top us to get that doubling to be in range. There you guys have it, 3 lists for any collection size. Hopefully it is hitting key cards that you guys have added in your collections to be able to accelerate your ranked climb off of the throne room. If you guys have a particularly spicy list that you've been finding success with at the throne room, let me know. I love talking the deck tech down below in the comments. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.